Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Nia and I am a postgraduate international student in Melbourne, Australia. In this YouTube channel, we are going to use knowledge translations to normalize conversations about mental health, education and social issues. In this video, we are going to unpack the word courage.
Courage and bravery share many things in common. However, there are some differences that make courage more distinct from bravery. Bravery is a quality to confront something dangerous and painful. It doesn't need a cause to awaken it, but also means that fear doesn't need to be displayed in the scenario of bravery.
Now, it doesn't mean that bravery is less than courage. Courage is the ability to confront something painful, dangerous, or difficult despite the fear, rather than just a quality. Courage is a proactive choice and it requires actions. For someone to be courageous, he or she needs to admit, feels and sense their suffering, and suffering can come in different shapes and sizes. It can be pain, it can be doubt, it can be a dangerous situations that can cause some sort of damages. Now, enough of the theories and philosophies. I want to talk about courage in 2020s.
In our everyday life, we make about 35 decisions. We walk from 1,000 to 3,000 steps. We breathe 11,000 liters of air. We burn at least 1,800 calories. And we need 8 hours of sleep. That's how most of us live. We perceive the world and respond to it. Life keeps coming to us. Some of the tasks are easy, some are not. In this day and age, we often talk about finding motivations to get through a day or a task. We fall into a loop of a rat race. Life moves really fast. We constantly face the fear of missing out, aka FOMO. We deal with stress, overwork, and overstudy. Sometimes we feel like we actually have some abilities to perform the task, but it's easy for us to fall into a loop of never enough, and we cling to perfectionism.
We told ourselves that I'm not good enough, I'll never be enough, I'm not pretty enough, I don't have enough experience, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I'm never enough.
Courage comes in tiny actions and usually comes right along with second hand, a squeaky voice, and a pounding heart. All things that come to us in a day requires us to make a decisions, from waking up, washing your face, eating, paying your bills, and taking an exam. It takes our consciousness and unconsciousness to realize the stress and choose to be courageous. When we face fear, our brain activates a generic stress response. That is when a cascade of neurological and hormonal activities that initiates physiological changes to help you survive. Adrenaline, a hormone in your body, acts instantly to push blood into your muscles. Glucocorticoids keep you going, and endorphin helps you ignore how uncomfortable all of this is. Your heart beats faster, so your blood pumps harder, so your blood pressure increases and you breathe more quickly. Your muscles tense, your sensitivity to pain diminishes. Your attention is alert, your focus on short-term, here-now thinking, your memory shifts to channel its functionings to narrow band of experience and knowledge most immediately relevant to this stressor.
Now, if you see stress is how our body responds to fear, and fear itself is how we cling to our ego, our imaginations and limitations. Overcoming fear in this day and age actually how we deal with the overwhelming system and how we outgrow from the system that suck the energy out from us, and we outgrow from the urge to be validated by the society. I believe that courage is not something you're born with. You're born with its potential, and courage is something you become. You gain through your experience and expand your own limitation. If we understand courage in this way, being courageous is actually how we overcome this negative self-talk, negative emotions, and the low self-esteem that we use to communicate with ourselves. to do something that matters to our true self and to other people in the society as well. Now maybe you are asking, why do I decided to make this video? Well, actually, for someone like me, I think a lot. Yeah, I tend to overthink sometimes, and there are a couple of times when I come across with self-doubt and negative talk about myself, especially about my idea, knowledge. I think that maybe it's not good enough. No one wants to listen to me. And as a teacher myself, whenever I have a class, I mean, I teach 6 days a week, but I always feel that my lesson need to be improved. Maybe it's not good enough, and it's always a voice in my head that make me feel like, it's not enough. So, and that dragged me down quite a lot, and I realized that it's not healthy for me and it's not good for me as a teacher and for my student as well. So that's why I decided to dig deeper into the word courage and to unpack what behind the word so that I can break it down in small terms and work on the part that I want to improve. One of the advice for me is courage is not something happen overnight, it's happen over time. And one of the biggest mistake we make in self-improvement is we think too much about the final result that we get of how we look like at the end of the tunnel. But what's most enjoyable about the ride is not about the destinations, but how you get there and what take you there. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment